Mark in the Pit here. Today I'm making pork loin. Yay! Alright, so I already I unwrapped this, dried it off. Now I'm going to trim off just a little bit of this fat here. Not too much because I'm okay with fat. Fat doesn't bother me. There's a little bit of silver skin here too that I kind of want to work off. This is about a 4.5 pound pork loin. Just came from BJ's, one of the big box stores like Sam's Club or Costco. That's what we have here in the East Coast. It's a lot of silver skin. It's like a layer of sinew type stuff, and seasoning doesn't get through it. And we're not doing this for a long time like a low and slow, so that it won't have enough time to break down for the seasonings and stuff to get into the meat. I've got the silver skin removed. There's a little bit more there than I would have cared to have had, but we've got a little layer of fat there that's, it's still okay. It's got some marbling in it, which is kind of nice. I'm going to do this on the Oklahoma Joe using wood, and the reason I'm doing that is because I already have it running and I'm making a pork butt. This is just going to kind of piggyback on the end of that. I'm going for a medium well, between 145 internal temperature and 165, I think is the way to go. So this 4.5 pound, well, this probably 4 pound pork loin will probably take, I don't know, around 4 hours. So what I'm going to do to start for the binder is I'm going to use just regular vegetable oil. And the reason I'm using vegetable oil today instead of something like hot sauce or mustard is because I don't want any extra flavors. I want the flavors of the seasonings that I'm going to add on. I don't want the tang of a mustard, and I don't want the tang of a hot sauce. So this is the way I'm doing it. Let's get a clean hand here. Now I've got it rubbed down with the oil. I'm going to start with a layer of coffee. This is decaf. I'm using decaf because if I drink a cup of coffee in the morning, I'm up for about 3 days. All right, now that we've got the coffee layer on there, the next thing I'm going to do is add some of my, it's a seasoning blend that I put together. It's mostly paprika. I've got some black sea salt in there, a lot of brown sugar, some cayenne powder, but I'm going to put this over top of the coffee grounds. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it on there pretty thick. Now I'm putting this on heavy because I'm not going to add any more seasoning as long as we go through it, and it's pretty mild. It's not something that you add on there and it's like, whoa, I'm eating a lot of seasoning. Most of it's sugar. It's going to caramelize, and it's going to give it a real nice dark looking coat, or what do you call it? I don't even know what it's called right now. I can't think. When the sugars caramelize, it should give it a nice looking bark. And that's about all I'm going to do to it. So I'm going to sit this back in the fridge. I'll probably throw it on in about, I don't know, 2 hours. Give it some time to rest. This has been resting about, I don't know, 2 hours or so. I've got the thermometer probe in there, and everything looks looking good, smelling good. Got the smoker running about 275. Let's go ahead and throw it on. Now I'm just going to kind of grab this pulled pork that I'm working on here, just kind of slide it back a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and sit this towards the front. And I'm going to sit it in long ways. Try and keep everything over my drip pan, but that looks pretty good. It smells good. All right, we'll check back in, I don't know, 1 hour. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a spray. This is what I call 50-50. It's half apple juice, half apple cider vinegar. I'm just gonna go ahead and give everything a spray. Looks and smells delicious. All right, now I'm using straight oak wood in here. I've got a couple of hunks of apple wood. I'm just going to toss these in as needed as the fire starts to cool down. So I'm going to put one in now, and then throughout the course of the cook, I'll go ahead and toss these in one at a time. This loin is about 155 degrees internal. So let's go ahead and yank it off. And I'm just going to kind of let it rest, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. and then we'll cut it open and see what it looks like. All right, guys, so this is it. We cooked this around, I don't know, 270, 280. It took almost 4.5 hours. I pulled it off at an internal temp of around 155, and that should give me, I don't know, medium to medium well. I didn't even pull out the thermometer yet. I wanted to give it a chance to cool down first so that we don't lose too much of the juice. Let's open it up, see how it looks. Oh, that's nice. That is a good looking pork loin. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. It's got a little smoke ring on there. It still looks nice and moist. I mean, you can see the moisture in it. That is beautiful. Let's go ahead and break it apart. Take a bite. That is tasty. Very happy with this. The coffee on it, it's just kind of like a mild, I don't know, I can't really describe it, but it gives you a hint of coffee along with all the other spices, and it's really nice. I think that was the right call to use oil as the binder instead of hot sauce or mustard. It really lets the flavors that we added on stand alone. Well, thanks for watching.